This woman who came into my office with this GUMMY SMILE, with this severe crowding, narrow arches, and she was told about extraction. As you know, this kind of patients comes because they have been told in many offices that they need to do extraction to solve the cases. And my philosophy of work is always about try to avoid extractions and how we start the case and the final result. All these things you can see is done without extractions, just aligners, screws, and time, patient. You have to be patient. Dear doctors, how are you doing? Well, once again, thank you very much to be here with me. For me, this amazing moment is one of the best moments for me of the day, when I can relax a bit, sit down here with the computer and well, start sharing with you all these things that we are creating, because, well, I talked about that many times. We are creators. We are people that we are changing the world, improving the world, because we are improving people's life. And thank you very much to be a part of this huge community of doctors that belongs and are a part of Master Coip. Right now we are thousands of doctors all around the world. For me, it's exciting when I see that many of the doctors that are right now speakers of the top companies that are doing aligners, they have done first Master Coip. I can see leaders in Germany, in Portugal, in Italy, in US, in many countries that they have done first Master Coip. And well, for me it's exciting. I know that the things that they are doing, this mentality, this way of work, this way of living is creating impact. We're creating and improving the world. And for the other doctors that you are not a part of Master Coip, and if you want to improve your life, your professional career, don't think too much. You have right now, if you want Master Coip online, you have an amazing tool in your hands that if you follow the protocol, if you do the lessons, and you do all the things that I explain you there, your life is going to be excellent. But now I want to say with you an exciting case, just to show you the power that we have in our hands to change people's life. This woman who came into my office with this GUMMY SMILE, with this severe crowding, as you can see, the canines are totally outside of the mouth, narrow arches, and she was told about extraction. As you know, this kind of patients comes because they have been told in many offices that they need to do extraction to solve the cases. And you know, my philosophy of work is always about try to avoid extractions, because what I want is to maintain and to keep the volume of the maxillaries. And if you reduce and if you do the extraction, you are going to reduce the volume of the maxillary. So the idea is to try to modify the bone. And you know, the key point, this is one of the key points, you have to plant from the root, not from the crown. This is one of the key points to solve and to modify the bone in an adult patient without doing extractions. As you can see also the buccal corridors, pay attention to the severe negative torque in the posterior segment, something that they pay attention a lot. And because of that, these canines are totally outside of the normal position. Now, one of the reasons of this GUMMY SMILE is the protrusion of the premaxilla. Okay, so if the upper arch is narrow, the bone is protruded, and this is what is causing is this is displacing the lip up. Also, you can check here the deep bite, the crowding in both arches, the teeth. So it's a really severe case that was told about extraction. So this case, I'm going to solve the case. As you can see also, it's class 2, bilateral class 2. The torque of the anterior teeth is not good. So it's a negative torque in the anterior segments. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to use aligners. The idea is to develop transversally the plane, also to give anterior torque, and then when it's moment to start the intrusion, I will put the screws to allow me to do the intrusion. A key point here, remember that when you plan the intrusion, you have to add palatal root torque at the same time while you do the intrusion, and the movement has to be planned in the software. Something that for me so important is the arc shape, okay, the position of the second molars, how to move and constrict the sevens while I do the expansion of the crowding in the lower arch. So this is what I want to plan, okay, with the software. I want to plan this nice torque, this engagement, okay, and this is actually what I'm getting. Look at that. Here you can see the screws, where I put the screws. In this case, I put the screws between the canine and the premolar, okay? And as you can see here is the positive torque that I created, okay? It's what I told you. First, develop the arch and give positive torque, then plan the intrusion, and while you are doing the intrusion, in this moment when I'm going to put the screw, and then a cut in the aligner, okay, to continue and to help me. The elastic is not going to be strong, it's going to be about 4.5 ohms. Look at the beautiful movement, right? I did the case in 16 months, okay? The most important thing, or one of the most important thing for me, is to develop and to change the arc shape from this narrow and asymmetric arc to these oval arcs, okay? Here to here. All these things, as you know, I explained that in Master Coib online. So you have you are following the course, you will find many of the lessons where I go really deep inside, okay, about the degrees, about the amount of constriction that you have to do, among the proclination, how to combine. So all these things it's explained in Master Coib online. As you can see how I reduce the GUMMY SMILE in this patient. It's impressive how I reduce the GUMMY SMILE in this patient, and how we start the case and the final result. Okay, so all these things, as you can see, is done without extractions, just aligners, screws, and time, patient. You have to be patient. So it's always what I tell you. So if you are getting this result, continue doing that. But if you are struggling with cases where you are not getting these results, you have to take action, move. All these protocols are explained in Coib online, all of them. So you can get a super result. It just depends on you. Okay, so, but you have to take action. You think that just waiting in your chair and the results will come, sorry, but it's not going to happen. You have to be active on that. So join me with Master Coib online and you will see results really soon. And also you're going to be a part of this huge community that we are creating and changing the world. Thank you very much.